The legal argument that I want to present I had first found from this individual, and other information that I say I had gotten from this other individual. To an extent, I will be regurgitating his legal argument with my experience with making AI pictures and with arguing with those that don't understand or acknowledge the possibility of this legal argument to be right. When somebody or a company holds a copyright on something, that means that they have the legal right to determine how that copyright is distributed, which means they have complete and total control as to who can make derivative works of the copyright they hold. Fan art, by its very nature, is copyright infringement, because an artist most likely did not seek permission from the rights holder to be able to use the copyrighted character to make the fan art. This puts fan art in a legal gray area for many, in which the only defense that can be used legally is fair use. But by using fair use as a legal defense, you had already pled guilty to copyright infringement, since one is only able to claim fair use as a defense in the justification of a copyright infringement case. AI using publicly available art for training is within the same legal gray area, because an artist would not be able to make art if they did not steal from other artists when they say they are inspired by something. Art as we know it would not exist. And if artists did not steal from one another to make something new, this may also exist for any art that is not publicly available, because a human is still able to claim that they are inspired by something behind a paywall. This is also true for any innovation as well. Many will claim that using AI is different because of the intention, but you do not know the intent of the individual that is using this tool to make something, just as you do not know the intent of a human artist that makes something. Those that claim to know the intent are only making assumptions as to what the intent of a human artist is, and not even asking the intent of somebody using AI. This is a double standard that artists will not acknowledge. Another thing is that every bad thing that they claim AI has done, artists have done the exact same thing. They do not like that AI is a mirror showing all the things that they themselves do on a regular basis to each other and other people around them. AI shows what artists truly are without the sympathy of a human looking back. Copyright law does not care about the intent of an artist. The only thing that copyright law cares about is that an artist used something that was copyrighted without the permission of the rights holder. It does not matter that the thing made was made out of love and appreciation with no monetary exchange. The simple fact of using a copyrighted thing is the only thing that matters. Anybody that makes fan art is in clear and blatant violation of that, since I had said they most likely have not sought out the permission from the rights holder to make a derivative work of the copyrighted character. Because fan art is in clear violation of copyright law, if any artist wins against an AI company on the grounds of using publicly available art for training, then that puts fan art and other projects like it no longer in a legal gray area, but is now black and white that fan art is directly violating copyright, and every fan art can now be classified as a derivative work. Nosferatu was legally declared a derivative work of Dracula, and all copies was called to be destroyed. What can be considered a derivative work can become very broad, and in so affects every creative project that somebody may do. Fair use would no longer apply as a defense, because fan art, which has always been in direct violation of copyright, would have been proven to clearly be copyright infringement, would then apply to any other creative project that somebody may make. A video will no longer be able to use something that is copyrighted, because it has already been proven that using copyrighted material is no longer a gray area as to if it infringes on the rights holder's copyright, and so that individual would then be sued for copyright infringement. This also means that an artist will not be able to take too much inspiration from a copyrighted media, because if they take too much inspiration, they will be sued for copyright infringement, with the art they made being considered a derivative work. What can be considered a derivative work when it comes to copyright infringement can then become very broad and encompassing everything, and only those that come up with the ideals first will have the copyright of those particular ideals. By believing that AI is stealing artists' publicly available art for training will eventually become the legal death of fan art and possibly art itself, since it will then greatly expand what could be considered an unauthorized derivative work of a copyrighted product.